finally famous. That's that one when come to manifesting. Must know you destined for the blessings that have you so anxious. Try your patience. If can't smell the fragrance, miss the beauty that's around you. Most of us complacent, choosing not to wear a crown too. But I've been sitting on my doorstep, minding this on orbit, trying to find a certain space where I feel wanted, not discarded like my past life. All that's on my mind is get my cash right, so bet I'll run it up. What's in my double cup? It's an experience of art, the moment had me shook. I met my brother McQueen King, was an honor to be in his presence. Said I'm dealing with lions, no time to squander on peasants. Get your mind right, in light I write, my light inspiring. Trying to wake up niggas that's retiring. Knocking on the labels, niggas hiring. Working 9 to 5, I swear I quit. If you invite the kid, invite the kid, invite the kid, invite the kid, invite the kid. That's where I quit. If you invite the kid, invite the kid, invite the kid, invite the kid, invite the kid.
All right. Welcome back to 1 to a Million. My name is KG. For those of you who don't know me, I would like to take this time to tell y'all to go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts and ideas down below. I do have a special guest with me today. Go ahead and introduce yourself to these viewers.
Hi everybody, my name is Kayla. I'm the owner of Klynn Kouture, located here in Odessa, Texas. I'm the owner of a clothing boutique. It is a really, really trendy boutique. I try to keep up with the latest trends as well as have some basics to match in with your trendy styles. I am 25 years old. I actually graduated from Texas Tech University in 2018, and then I decided to open my business shortly after, about a year after. And it took me a little while to find my passion, but I finally found it, and I'm forever grateful for my business and for all of my supporters and customers. So I'm really happy to be sitting here today to talk about more of that.
Yes, ma'am. So we're going to get to know the entrepreneur herself. We're going to get to know about your actual mindset throughout all of this and growing this amazing business that we're actually in right now. We're in the store right now. Y'all will get a tour of it as well. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it started. Let's ask some questions, get to know you.
Yes,
so, of course, we kind of just talked about your store, but what is it that makes you an entrepreneur?
Me, I feel like I'm just a natural born hustler. Like, I feel like it's just in me. I feel like it has to be in you. Like, I don't know. I feel like everybody in my family is an entrepreneur. My dad's an entrepreneur. My mom's an entrepreneur. And then a lot of other people in my family are entrepreneurs. But I never saw myself as an entrepreneur until I had to like grow into it and find that for myself. Then I was like, okay, yeah.
Something works for you.
Yes, definitely. Like I've had jobs, but I've never had like a real adult job, which is so crazy to go straight into like
an entrepreneur and do so well. You're doing well.
Like having to teach yourself things along the way. And I do have people that do help me out with questions and like entrepreneur stuff like that. But mentors. For the most part, mentors. And that's really important too. I would really recommend people who are starting out with the business to really find a mentor and seek a mentor, because they've already gone through it and they can help you, and they will save you time and save you mistakes that they have made along the way, so that you don't have to go through it and you can automatically just skip to really success. So
take advice from those you want to be in that position.
Exactly.
If you want to be in that position that they're in, if you're wanting to be a doctor, go study a doctor. If you want to be a fashion boutique owner, study Kayla. Study people who are really grinding for that.
Yes.
Now, talking about grinding for that, and a lot of your family has come from the entrepreneur side. What is some of the things that you feel demands from an entrepreneur like yourself? What is something that your job demands constantly, like opening up the store?
Oh my gosh, being an entrepreneur, it's definitely a wild ride. Like, it is not for the weak. If you are thinking about opening up a business, just be ready for the ride, because it's not easy. I feel like I always say it's probably easier to just go get a 9 to 5 and just go clock in and go do your job and be the best at it and get to clock out, go home and relax and chill, go on vacations, whatever you want to do. Because being an entrepreneur, it takes hard work. It takes long nights, long mornings. I feel like since I've opened my business, I haven't really even slept. I haven't really had fun. I haven't done anything like for myself, and that's just part of it. And it's so worth it, because you're working towards a bigger purpose and a bigger plan, and eventually you'll have the freedom to be able to just get up and go whenever you want to.
Put the work in now, so busy later.
You have to be disciplined. If you're not disciplined, do not even think about opening a business. I'm just kidding.
No, really, it
Yeah.
takes true discipline to do
It
a lot of the
takes
skills like this.
Discipline. It takes confidence. You have to have the confidence, because if you don't believe in your brand, nobody else is going to believe in your brand.
Exactly.
It takes motivation. You have to continuously motivate yourself, because nobody else is going to motivate you to do your job and to be successful, because it's for you. So you're going to have to find different ways to keep yourself motivated and have fun and stuff like that. But I would say it definitely takes like a true like hustler. Like you have to be able to grind it out.
Yeah.
Some days you don't eat, some days you don't sleep, some days
Been there.
yeah, you see your friends
Been
going
there.
out on trips, you see your friends like going out and having fun, and you're just there like at work. But I mean, that's just part of the sacrifice.
Right. So kind of speaking of some of those, I did want to ask, what are some of the risks you've had to take to get to here? Like not going out with certain people and just focusing on yourself. What are some other risks that you might have taken?
Oh my gosh, there's so many risks. I mean, I went to college, so I have a degree, and it's like you risk like a stable career, like job, like a nurse or whatever it might be, to go out and risk yourself on a business that you don't even know might not work. You risk, I mean, I'm already 25. It's not like I have to fend for myself at this point. So it's like you're risking your whole life. You're risking your future. You're risking like your kids' future. You're risking literally everything to try to open this business and make it successful. So if you end up failing, it's really just on you. Literally everything, you're risking your whole like being to try to create something that may or may not work.
Right. Okay. So within your self-made business, what are some systems and strategies that made that work with?
Yes, so I would say definitely I had to find something that was going to sustain me, which was, I had to find it, and it was God. So I would say getting closer to God. I know during the pandemic I haven't been able to like go to church and stuff, but every Sunday, I've been watching church every Sunday for 2 years now. And I spend my Sundays watching church all day long. And then I also spend like some of my mornings watching like motivational videos and stuff like that. Yes, so I would say keeping God the center of your life is number one. If you don't have God, then you're probably not going to get very far, because His plan for you is going to be the best plan. And without His like approval on whatever you're doing, it's probably not going to work. And it might work and you might be successful, but
it's not going to be as great as God's plan.
It's not going to, exactly. So I would say keeping God the center of your life is definitely number one for me. And that is like the only thing that has gotten me this far.
I definitely feel that. I think a lot of the times that I strayed away, I would try to get this fast success and just going and just going, and then I'd forget what my plan really originally was, and taking it day by day and understanding it's God's time, not mine.
Exactly, yeah.
With that, do you believe in manifestation?
I do, and I want to say there's like a really fine line between like manifesting for me. I try to be really careful with saying how I manifest, but for me, how I manifest is praying about what I want and just speaking those things into existence, and then also working for them, because you can pray, you can manifest all these things, but if you're not working for those things, then it's just not going to work. You have to have all three things, everything in order for those things to come true. But I do 100% believe manifestation is it works. And I've manifested so many things in my life, my business, and like really everything that people see is what I have manifested, which just really means I want that and I'm gonna get that, and then it just came true because I worked for it.
Put your mind to it, put your ideas
exactly
into it.
But I really believe speaking something into existence, writing down your goals, creating a vision board, creating a commitment board, those things are all going to really be really important for you.
With the vision boards, one of my mentors had told me something about don't create vision boards, which is nothing wrong with it. I always just tell people like, oh, it's amazing that people do that. It's pretty much the same thing, but you would want to say, I'm creating a success conscious board, and being conscious that, hey, I'm going to be successful in this. These are just my plans laid out. This is my vision, and I'm successfully conscious about it. So that's really amazing that like you still do those, the affirmations every day. You're meditating, and I do understand that a lot of people manifest in different ways depending on what you believe in. Like personally, of course, we believe in God. So we believe that when we have an idea, it is God sent, it is guided, it is it is written in our destiny for us to do those things. If those ideas are going to be popped up into our head in the right guidance, and we're going to take action in those and manifest it daily. What are some of the things that you feel you really truly manifested? Like maybe something you wrote down and you later saw it happen that made you like full believer?
Yeah, I would say my business is one of them, because I saw my vision so clearly about having a business, having a boutique, something really different, really trendy, the money wall,
Yes,
the
this is so
neon,
cute.
light up everything, like the lights, like the music, like I manifested the whole thing. The vision was there, and I would tell people about it and they'd just be like, are you sure?
You're
That
crazy.
doesn't sound- you're
They call
crazy.
you crazy
Yeah.
till it makes sense.
They call you crazy, and I'm like, I swear, it's in my head. I can see it. It's real. Like, I want to try this out, and like until I actually put it all together and like really had to like prove myself
Make
is
it
when
make
people started to really believe in it. But that's mainly like the biggest thing that I manifested was my store, because I manifested it before it even came true. And then also I would say like a YouTube channel. I always wanted a YouTube channel,
yeah.
but I never really, like, I don't know, I was always scared and stuff like that. But I finally got the courage to start that up, and now I have that.
Yeah.
I would say just the amount of support, everything, just the brand itself
It
was
proved
my
itself.
vision. Yeah, so I would say
That's super cool.
it
That's super
definitely
cool.
works.
How did manifesting personally help you evolve, like into the person you are today, into who you're becoming? I know before we were talking about having a lot of confidence, and I know that takes a lot, especially on days you feel your worst. You really have to go out there and get it. So
Yeah.
how has manifesting helped you evolve into that person today? What are some manifestation things that you did before to create this person you are today?
I feel like as an entrepreneur, it's really hard to get up every day and have to give 100% to all your customers and everything like that. So it does take some time to like sit there and be like, I'm confident, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be this, I'm doing what I love, I'm happy. So I think just the confidence, because I was telling her earlier that it took me forever to be able to sit in front of a camera and actually talk. Like, I would say a year ago, I would never have been able to sit down like this and do this video. Like, I would have been like, no, I'm way too scared. Like, that is not happening. But it took me really believing in myself and really having confidence.
I feel like with manifesting and becoming like my better self now, that confidence thing was really having to be honest with myself and say, hey, look, like, if you want people to think of you a certain way, you're going to have to think about it yourself first. You're going to have to feel that in yourself first. You're going to have to become the person you want to be instead of sitting here upset with the person that you are.
Exactly.
Then really appreciate the person that you are and say, hey, look, I'm going to become better the next time.
Yeah, and people really relate to you through the camera. So
yes,
when you're on camera, you have to transfer that really good energy to your viewers and your followers, because they will feel whatever energy you're on, and they want to feel authenticity, and they want to feel that you're being real and stuff like that. So that's really hard to be able to have to get on camera every day and show up as you. I mean, it's different to have a business and get on there and just try to sell your clothes and stuff like that, but people want to see you, and they want to get to know you, and they want to know your life, and they want to know your family and what you're
makes
doing.
the brand?
What makes the brand? Where did this girl come from? How did she create this? Like, who is this girl? So it's really, I try really hard to have a balance of my personal life videos and also a balance of business, so that you guys can get to know me and really feel like you can relate to me, and that we're friends, and that really all my customers are my friends. They can call me anytime. I mean, half my customers, they text me, they have my number, like we hang out, stuff like that. So I just feel like being real and your true authentic self is really, really important.
Yes. I can definitely see you manifested the person you've wanted to be. I see the confidence. I've had a bunch of ladies hit me up about her confidence in her videos as well. If you don't have her on socials, I will drop those down below. I will add her YouTube channel and everything, so y'all can get in touch and in tune with the fashion that she has. It's definitely, if it spreads like a virus.
Yes.
It spreads like a virus. It's really cute clothing, great vibe, great energy. But with that, I feel comes kind of some challenging moments. So like, what are some fears that you feel you had to overcome, and how did you overcome them in this?
Yeah, so when I first started, it was really hard, like I said earlier. It was really hard to just like talk about your ideas whenever it sounds really crazy and you believe it 100% in your head, and then you're speaking it out loud to people who, you have a degree, you went to school, you're this, like you're speaking about something that is totally like left field. You're crazy. And so it's kind of hard when no one's really believing in you. So I think the hardest part about starting my business was getting people to believe the brand. And I feel like now I have it established and everybody loves the brand, they support the brand. But at first it wasn't like that. At first it was just really hard to just kind of let them get to know the brand, what the brand is about, what the brand stands for, and stuff like that. And I feel like that was one of my biggest like challenges, was having to build the brand. But now that it's established, it's not as hard. And also getting people to just really like get to know you and just.
I think that's what we were talking about earlier when we had talked about balancing your old self, who you were, and who people, and seeing how people previewed you before, and letting them know who the person you are today and what you're really accomplishing today.
Really hard to get people to just like learn the new you and get to know the new you, because I wasn't always an entrepreneur. I had to really like teach myself, and I'm still learning and evolving every single day. So I told her earlier, if you knew me yesterday, you probably don't know me today, because I probably learned something new yesterday, or I probably learned something new today. So every day is an opportunity to continue to evolve and grow. But some people aren't always able to get past that, which is unfortunate.
We were just talking about this too. It becomes like a nostalgia. Like as soon as you open up into this world of knowing that you can manifest your own reality and knowing that you can accomplish the things that come in your head, no matter how many other people surrounding you don't believe in that same dream. Of course they're not going to. They don't see what's in your mind. They don't see the creative being that you are. So it is very unfortunate when you don't step outside or step into that zone and motivate yourself constantly and push yourself to be a better person than you were yesterday, 2 hours ago. If you're not growing and evolving constantly, you're not going to become your highest self. Definitely. What motivates you? What motivates you?
I feel like that's really easy, because I feel like as an entrepreneur, most entrepreneurs want freedom, which is being able to just they want financial freedom. They want freedom to just go on vacation and make money while you're gone. You can be on vacation while you're making money, but it's because you took the time to build up your brand,
set up a good foundation.
That way later on, like I said, right now it's really hard to just be able to leave. It's really hard. You're sacrificing a lot right now, but it is all going to pay off in the end, because you are building that foundation. You're building your business in order to be solid and let it run on its own. And eventually you'll have that freedom to just be on vacation while you're making money. You'll have the freedom, financial freedom. You're setting up your kids for generational wealth. You're setting up yourself for your future. So you're not always having to bust your butt every single day. You're really working hard for your future self. So I feel like that is what motivates me the most.
Definitely. I think we're definitely breaking generational curses here today and every day with just doing this. I know I didn't come from a very fortunate family, but I did come from a family of entrepreneurs, people who were go-getters, natural hustlers. Definitely get uncomfortable and keep going. Like, you really have to be uncomfortable with all of this. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to keep going. You have to really strive to be your better self and give yourself that motivation. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs, when they are asked what motivates them, they kind of have it on hand, because you have to kind of repeat that to yourself daily.
Your why.
Why
are you doing this?
You always have to have a why.
You have to wake up and say, why am I doing this? Why am I working so hard? Why am I not sleeping? Why did I not get to eat today? What is your why? What is your purpose?
What did I do it for?
What is the greater purpose for your life and what you're working for?
So last question, if you could change 3 things, and that means anything in this world, what would you change?
Change 3 things? Oh my god. Okay, I told you earlier that I wouldn't change anything, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. Good, bad, ugly, everything happens for a reason. Sometimes I feel like, why did I even go to college? Like, I'm a business owner. I could have like started my business a long time ago. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. There might have been something I learned in college. There might have been some people I met in college. Now I have customers in Lubbock, customers in Dallas. Everything happens for a reason, good, bad.
That's amazing.
So you shouldn't want to change anything, because everything that has happened to you has made you into the person you are today. And if you didn't have a bad experience with something or didn't go through something, you might not have been able to have the strength today to get through whatever comes in the future. So I know that sounds kind of boring. I don't have anything to change.
No, that's actually very, very unique. I really think that answer was very unique. That was an amazing answer. You're right. You really shouldn't change anything. Sometimes I do think back on that, especially this past year. I think I had more of a trying time. Me barely just starting this up. I could have done this a long time ago. Yeah. But I think God really placed me in the right time with the right people surrounding me. I had to get those networks out. I had to put in that work myself before I could officially go on and be the person that I'm trying to be. And I don't think I could change any of that for the world, no matter how painful it was.
Yeah.
It gave me the strength I have today.
Exactly. You have to overcome some things order to have the strength for tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So that kind of wraps up our questions. I really thank you for joining me today. I had so much fun shopping and chilling in the shop. It is super cute. I advise everybody to come check it out. Check the website out. I will drop all links down below. This is just the start of all of us, and I hope y'all stay tuned.
Yes, just stay focused. If you are thinking about opening up your business or you just need a little encouragement or motivation, I would just say do whatever makes you happy. Don't listen to the outside noise, because nobody knows your vision and nobody can see the vision that God gave you in your head. It's only for you, so that's the only reason. That's why only you can see it. So I would just encourage everybody to just go for it and do not be scared. Put faith before fear, and you cannot go wrong.
Amen. Thank you for watching 1 to a Million.
Where's the lust, man? All my niggas. Yeah, you know you gotta go get it. Yeah. KC. Yeah. I'ma wake up and go get me a bag. And go get me a bag. I'ma wake up and go get me a bag. Give me a bag. And go get me a bag. I'ma wake up and go get me a bag. And go get me a bag. I'ma wake up and go get me a. I'ma wake up and go get me a. I'ma wake up and go get me a bag. And go get me a bag. I'ma wake up and go get me a bag. Gotta give me a bag. And go get me a bag. I'ma wake up and go get me a bag. And go get me a bag. I'ma wake up and go get me a. I'ma wake up and go get me a. Wake up, I get to the money. I like my ex runny, but stick to that special K breakfast. Can't be here, malnourished. I'm pushing my team to go eat. Where's the less on the climb? Hope you ready. No edit and Eddie. But I caught my third eye off of Fetty. I hit a few stains, some shots of the